Then Solomon assembled the elders of Israel and all of the heads of the tribes, the chief of the fathers of the children of Israel, unto King Solomon in Jerusalem, that they might bring up the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of the city of David, which is Zion. Well, it's a picture-perfect day, and behind us, the amazing city of Jerusalem. But we need to talk about that. Tell us a little bit about what exactly are we looking at?
Well, you're looking at Jerusalem from the south right now. So a pilgrim that would come from Hebron to Jerusalem at the times of Jesus, at the time of King Herod, this is the first landscape that he would see. He would see the temple, made out of marble that stands exactly where the Dome of the Rock is, and the Temple Mountain and the surrounding walls. If you imagine the pilgrim that lives in a little village, that this would be a wow moment for him, exactly as he enters from the south.
That's amazing. Now, of course, behind us is Temple Mount, and that's so important, really, to especially Judaism as well as Islam. Tell us a little bit about Temple Mount and exactly what we're looking at right behind us.
Well, Temple Mountain first starts, if you read the text, the Old Testament, you read that King Solomon allocates Temple Mountain and builds a temple over there on the grounds that were bought by David from Aravna the Jebusite, but on the exact location where the bounding of Isaac took place. So traditionally, the bounding of Isaac, this is Mount Moriah. Temple Mountain is Mount Moriah. Afterwards, the temple and the worshiping, first temple and second temple. So this is the Jewish importance. This is the exact belly button of the world in Jewish perception. This is where the world started from. For Christians around the world, it is important because this is where Jesus acted. Jesus was there criticizing the corruption and the money changers and the taxpayers and all of that was taking place over there on Temple Mountain.
This clearly is one of the most important places, really, to all three religions, but especially the Western Wall. Tell us a little bit about that area also.
Well, Jews, for 2,000 years at least, from the destruction of the Second Temple, prayed, aspired, hoped, wished to come to this place as close as possible as one can get to the Holy of Holies. Since the Jews are prevented from going up on Temple Mountain for many reasons, starting with inner Jewish reasons of purification that we don't know the exact procedure, so Jews don't climb all the way up. Not climbing all the way up, we stay downstairs. Wailing Wall is the closest that one can be. It is the closest that one can be to the rock of foundation, to the very beginning. So Jews pray, hope, aspire, and it stays as a resemblance or as a symbol for the destruction of the temple, hence the term Wailing Wall, a place to mourn over the destroyed temple.
And it's also a very, very important place for, in Judaism, for celebrations such as a bar mitzvah, a bat mitzvah, that kind of thing, and especially on Shabbat.
That's right. You should see geography in Jewish perception as concentric circles. So you would have the world, and then more important than the world would be the land of Israel. Even more than that, the land of Judah. Even more than that, Jerusalem. And even more than that, the temple in Jerusalem. So the Wailing Wall is actually the surrounding, but it is as close as it gets. And therefore, if one wants to experience or to have his celebration and kind of like cut in line and be in the most important place, so you go to the wall.
That's really the place. That's really the place.
That's why we call it the wall.
That's amazing. Now, really, in history, how old is Jerusalem?
Oh, you're asking the $1 million question. Every rock has a different dating. If we look at the huge, phenomenal, colossal bricks of the wall, these are King Herod's bricks. The upper levels are from the Muslim periods. We have some Roman era. We have some King David's times. We found signatures of authors that are mentioned in the Old Testament from the times of Jeremiah. So we're talking about 2,700 years before present that we can stand and say, here is a rock or a clay-made vessel that was used by Jews at that exact location.
One of the most exciting things for me really is discovering this old city of David that's down below what's now considered the old city, which has got some tremendous diggings going on in discovery just about every single day.
That's accurate. You see, a big boost was conducted in the field of archaeology, or the holy archaeology of the city of David in the last 100 years. At first, always scholars used to think, well, the city of David should be inside the old city walls.
Right.
But then suddenly, 100 years ago, they figured out, you know what? We don't find it inside the city walls, so where would that be? And they went close to the water source, and over there, that's where they found the city of David, the last remains of the kingdom that
Right.
was controlled from an administrative center that you can see. That would be the city of David.
Well, that's amazing. And Jesus would have come down on the Mount of Olives through the Kidron Valley up to the Temple Mount.
That's right. From here you can see the holy geography perfectly.
Yeah.
You can see how Jesus would start on Mount of Olives. He would go all the way down, climb up on Temple Mountain, go back to Mount of Olives, and on Thursday he would climb actually to Mount Zion that we can see over there. And from Mount Zion he would go back again to Mount of Olives, only to be betrayed by Judas Iscariot in the Roman garrison.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right, well, thank you for sharing about Jerusalem. What an amazing city where the Bible, again, just does come to life.